This is a 220 gallon mixed reef, 6 feet long, 2 feet deep, 30 inches high. It's not drilled. I have 3 250 watt 10K XM metal halides, also with 2 96 watt actinic power compacts. The reef is almost 10 years old. Started it in 1999. I've never had any serious problems, mishaps, disasters. It contains about 300 pounds of Caribbean maricultured rock. Also about 100 pounds of crushed coral. With the Caribbean mariculture came various sponges, tube worms, cup corals, many forms of calcareous coral and algae, including some green and purple, a lot of different colors. I've got just a few fish, not a lot of fish. I have a yellow-eyed coal tang. I purchased him about the same time that I began this reef in 1999. I also have a blue tang and a large Clark Guy clownfish, which I've had before I started the reef. So the blue tang is probably, gosh, I've had him since 1995. The copper band butterfly's been in the reef for about 2 years. I have an Arabian dottyback and a flame hawk that I received from fellow reefers. Also a Tenente tang, Lieutenant tang, beautiful fish. And an algae blenny. The corals, many of the corals I've had for many years, since towards the beginning of the reef. The yellow umbrella leather, purple Oregonian, the green hydnophora, horn coral, turbinaria, yellow cup coral, a lot of green mushrooms. I've got several pieces from Garf, the orange Montipora capricornus. I've got small frags of a Heliopora or blue ridge coral, which I actually grew into an enormous colony, which has now been donated to the National Aquarium in Washington, D.C. In the past 2 years, I've gotten many corals since I've joined WAMAS, the Washington Area Marine Aquarists Society. Some of my favorite corals are the blue tort, blue Cali tort, the green tort, teal sarmentosa, pink Pasillopora, the green millipora and green bally slimer. I have a blue millipora, a blue-green acro, a supergirl or poker star Monty pora. I have a red Pasillopora, teal stag, a beautiful purple bonsai, frog spawn, Recordias, zoanthids. Got a newly acquired frag of a red table coral and a Cephastria tacadia. I maintain this tank together with 3 additional tanks, all connected together, totaling 380 gallons. I have a unique system where I use gravity-fed overflows to move water from one tank to the next tank, to the next tank, and eventually back to the sump. I've got a little giant return pump that moves 1,000 gallons per hour at a 5-foot head from the sump back to the main tank. I also have a few additional pumps inside the 220 gallon tank just for additional flow. The flow in this tank is constant. It's not random. It's unchanging, and as a result it creates a continuous circular clockwise flow in the tank. It's always been like that since I started the tank in 1999. Additional equipment I have, I use a reverse osmosis deionizing filter to produce water for the water changes, which I try to do 50 gallons every 2 or 3 weeks. I also use that for the auto top off for evaporation, which is connected to a caulk stirrer, so all auto top off for evaporation is done with caulk wasser. I also have a small Euro Reef RS 180 skimmer, and to maintain the levels of calcium and alkalinity that I want, above 400 for calcium and above 8 for alkalinity, I also add the products from Seachem, Reef Builder and Reef Calcium, as needed. And I also add magnesium supplement, which is a diluted version of Randy's 3-part recipe.